Hi, and welcome back to Temple Baptist Church Online Devotion. I'm glad that you're with me today. This is session number 2 in the Romans Road to Salvation. Before we get started in this devotion, let me remind you that we here at Temple Baptist Church have services on Sunday at 8 a.m., 10 a.m., and 6 p.m. We would love for you to come and join us if you don't already have a church that you call your own. Now, today, the devotion is entitled The Consequence. That consequence is eternal separation and death. We find the verse in Romans chapter 6, verse 23, and this is the first part of that particular verse. This verse has a positive part and a negative part. The negative comes first, the positive comes second. Today we're primarily going to look at the first part of this verse, and the first part of this verse tells us that the consequence of sin is fatal, because the consequence of sin is death. You remember over in Genesis chapter 3 that when God told Adam about the tree of which he was not supposed to eat, that God told him, if you eat of this tree, you shall surely die. This sin of Adam's brought forth both physical death and spiritual death. Physical death in the sense that God put Adam and Eve out of the garden, away from the tree of life, and eventually they did take their last breath. Likewise, men today will take their last breath. But as well, spiritual death was issued at this particular point. This spiritual death was an eternal separation from God the Father. It was the breaking of a holy relationship. This brokenness would not end with Adam and Eve, but this brokenness then would be passed on to their children, and then to the grandchildren and great-grandchildren, and on and on and on throughout the generations, even to us today. So that, according to what we have already read and studied in the last session, every person has sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. The consequence of that sin we see here in Romans 6:23 is that the wages of sin is death. It's not that the wages of sin might be or the wages of sin could possibly be, but it says that the wages of sin is most definitely death, both physical and spiritual death. Without Christ, men are condemned already. John chapter 3, verse 18 says this: he who believes in him, that is, he who believes in Jesus, is not condemned, but he who does not believe is condemned already, because he has not believed in the name of the only begotten Son of God. The consequence of death has been passed on to every one of us. I hope that you have believed in Jesus Christ, because it's only through faith in Jesus Christ that one can escape the condemnation of death because of their sin nature. This is a truth that the Bible presents, and it is part of the gospel message that Jesus is the answer for man's sin. And I hope Jesus has become your answer, and that you have found salvation by faith in him. If not, please contact us here at Temple Baptist Church. Now, God bless you. Please like and share our videos that it may bless someone else as well. Come back next time as we jump into devotion number 3 of the Romans Road to Salvation. I'll see you then.